Alright, so here is the Torture Factory with the new light patterns. This is using a completely new system. I just filmed 2 other videos, and then after each one I figured out a different idea. So this is sort of the result of that. I don't know exactly what like speeds and patterns and the look you're going for exactly as far as how fast or slow. It's pretty easy though. For each pattern, it's really easy to change the speed, because you could change the speed for each pattern if you want. These slower ones are alternating at 100 milliseconds. The really fast one that you saw was 10 milliseconds or so, I think. Maybe it was 5. It was pretty quick. It was just testing. Yeah, it's set to 5. The other ones are at 100. And then they're set to alternate every 20 seconds. And I just came up with this brand new system for having it fade, because the first couple videos, which depending on if you want to see them, I could post them, but basically the fading was going through all of them way too quick, so they all looked like they were one LED. And so then the middle never looked different from the outer, and it was just kind of boring in my opinion. Also, the back one is constantly too bright, which that was an issue on my old building as well. And so it would just constantly kind of get, the back one would way overpower the fiber optics. So now this is only set to like 20 brightness, I think, while the others are at full, which is 255. And that's just how much power it actually takes for those to go all the way through the fiber optic cable. So now you can see there's actually alteration though, as far as the colors actually looking different for each section. I can space them further apart still. There's really a ton of things that you can tweak as far as how close you want each one to be, or how far apart, how different you want them to be, or if you wanted one to be a stationary color while the back and front are alternating. I could keep working on the patterns if you had more ideas, as far as if you wanted the back one to turn off for some patterns or whatever. But yeah, so this is a bit complicated now that it actually is able to have the alternating colors. It looks better in person. So it's completely rewritten code. This is not even close to what my original building ran on at this point. This is just completely like rewritten from scratch. It's, I think, better running code and smoother. It has less bugs. My old one is when I was first learning to do coding, so it's not perfect, but it still works, but it's not as like, it doesn't use all the right verbiage and some things I could have written better. So yeah, so I guess let me know what you think of this pattern. These are all the color patterns that you sent to me. I could go through them all if you wanted, but here is what they are. So set up red, orange, green, yellow, red, purple, blue, yellow. These, I think you had said yellow, red, purple, blue, or something slightly different, but the colors are still in the same sequence, and it was easier for me code writing wise to just leave red and yellow in the same spot as the previous line. So then red, yellow, pink, blue, and white, red, blue, and purple, green, red. and then down here are the actual bits of code that sequence the lights. I will make another video as far as how the coding works once you're happy for sure with how it looks on the building. If it were me personally, I would probably have it be faster than this. This is looking a bit too Christmassy now. I think it just looks too peaceful with it being this slow. But it's, I don't know exactly what speed you're wanting. I mean, we could do literally any digit. Here you can alter the speed. So I had one at 5 just to test faster speed, but I would probably set it maybe to 50 or something just to have it moving faster and it's not just lulling you. But anyway, we can play around with that and play around if you want to have the back one turn off or have certain ones stationary or tweak brightness some more, because I can tweak the brightness of middle, outer, and back individually now. So that's an improvement over my old code, because the old code just wrote the same brightness to all of them. So anyway, I think this is it for me tonight, but I can try and play around with it more tomorrow and see